What's going on, everyone? 我是麦克老师. Today is the hair update video. I'm at the Damai clinic and it's time for my 9-month checkup. Can't believe it's been that long. Today we're going to talk to the doctor and do a big Q&A. You guys have asked me tons and tons of questions about this, so I was really kind of surprised at how many people asked me about it and how many other people want to do it as well. But they really want to see the results first. So I'll be sharing with you the progress that I've made and my honest thoughts about it. Alright, let's do this. 他们要让我先做护理吧，然后医生说做护理后就给我复查一下。
这个的话主要是先给您头皮放松一下，然后的话头皮上要上一个清洁剂，主要是清洁头皮上多余的角质、油脂还有灰尘的。
So apparently this thing helps open up the pores a little bit. There we go. Smoking. 这会做什么的？
这个的话是我们的基础理疗，主要是滋养毛囊，改善头皮环境。
挺帅的嘛，这发型啊！
对啊，
这发型现在可以梳起来了，还蛮
可以的，没问题。好久没见你了。
对，现在的话有7、8个月了，是吧
？9个月不到。
但是看还没有原生发型的这么密一些啊。它后面还是再长一长。
对。
应该还要长30%出来，但整体视觉看起来都还好，最起码我们发型现在梳起来都看着都很棒。
就看起来越来越自然的。
对，而且的话，
你觉得是%多少了？
现在的话70%、80%会长出来，还有20%、30%还要再长一长。
说实话，第3、第4个月的时候，我有点担
心。
对，
觉得长得很少是吧？
不够密了哦，太担心。但是第6、第7个月后就开始密起来，
那个密度一下就出来了。
对。一
般常规大概是5、6个月，密度会逐渐起来。最明显的在颞角部位，
对，
颞角两边补的真的是很自然的，而且的话这两边形状确实比较有型了。
是的，
形状全部都出来了。
我很满意的。
好。
Doctor is pretty happy and satisfied with the progress. He says we're about 70%, 80% there. I thought he was going to say like 90% because honestly, it looks super filled in to me. He did mention to me to come back more often to do the hair treatments so that the hair will grow faster. Now, obviously, with the lockdowns and everything, that just people weren't able to do that, so I'm still pretty excited about it. Anyway, let's head home and do a little Q&A. All right, back at home, and as promised, we're gonna do a little Q&A. I had so many questions about this video, I really wasn't expecting it. So I'm gonna go through all the most common ones and just tell you my experience and my honest thoughts. By far, the most common question I got, how much did it cost? I got sort of a double discount. One way to get a discount is by a referral. So a friend referred me and I was able to get a discount through him. At the end of the day, the price is going to completely depend on how many grafts you need and which type of surgery you want. I suggest you just go in and get a free consultation. So the second part of my discount was I talked to Damai and we decided I was gonna make a vlog about it and share my experience. I'm not gonna say how much, but it was definitely worthwhile. So to answer the second most common question, yes, you too can get a discount if you go through the referral program. I'll leave a message below with my consultant WeChat so you can get in touch with them. Just mention my name, Teacher Mike. If you just walk into Damai and say, hey, I'm Teacher Mike's friend, they'll probably like, who? What? I'm not gonna say how much it is, but it's a pretty solid discount. How many hair follicles did you transplant? I did 3,100. Did it hurt? Yes and no. So the surgery itself, you can't actually feel because they use Novocaine to numb your head. However, when they stick the needles in your skin, that does hurt a little bit. It lasts, I don't know, 2 minutes, but yeah, it's a little painful. Also, you have some medication. I think I slept through half of my surgery anyway. And you go home at night, you're still sleepy, just go to sleep. The hardest part was probably the second night and third night. You know, you've got all these hair follicles that are now missing from the back of your head. It's not painful in itself, but when you lay down and you put pressure on it, that's when it gets a little uncomfortable. For the second and third night, I didn't sleep very much. It's kind of my fault. I should have just kind of slept in more of like an upright position, but instead I chose to lay all the way down flat, even though I did have this like U-shaped pillow they gave me. So if you do it, don't sleep totally flat, kind of, you know, sleep in an upright position. How long was the surgery? Surgery lasted about 6 hours. So you go in and you do all your preparation for the first hour. Then for 3 hours, I took all the follicles out of the back of my head. Then I took a small break, had some lunch, and went back in for 3 more hours where they put them back in the top. and I think I was home probably by 5 p.m. So it's a full day. You know, if you have less, maybe it'll be faster. If you have more, of course, it's gonna take longer. Why did you decide to get hair transplants? I mean, for years and years and years, people always tell me, like, oh yeah, it looks like you're going a little bald there. And the reality is, I wasn't losing hair. I just had a really weird hairline to begin with. It just kind of gets old, like, oh, it's like you're losing hair. No, I'm not. I mean, my brother's hairline is the exact same, but my friend thought it'd be a really good idea. My wife liked the idea. I thought maybe it'll give me a little more confidence, so I just decided to go for it. So, am I happy with the result? Like I told the doctor a few months ago, I was a little worried it wasn't gonna work out, but you trust the doctor, trust the process, and now I'm super happy with it. I honestly didn't think it was gonna turn out this well. And I'm only 70-80% there. How long before I can go back to work? Theoretically, 2 or 3 days. It is possible that you could do this surgery on a Saturday, rest on Sunday, and go back to work on Monday. For me, I was lucky because I could cover the transplanted hair with my existing hair, and the back of my head healed pretty fast. 1 week after the surgery, I went out and hung out with friends, and nobody had any idea that I had a hair transplant surgery. Again, for each person, this is going to be different. How long before you can shower? Well, I mean, you can shower, you can wash your body. You just can't really wash your hair until like the 3rd day. Do they have to shave your head down to the skin? Not down to the skin, but it's got to be pretty short so that they can get the hair follicles. Were you nervous? Yeah, when I went in for the day of the surgery, I was a little nervous. Doctors and nurses were all great, but at the end of the day, it is a surgery, so of course you're gonna be a little nervous. Why do you look like Bruce Willis? Really? Maybe a young Bruce Willis, but come on. What are the chances of success? Very high, especially if you're healthy. You know, some people were asking me, can I do it if I have diabetes or high blood pressure? You definitely can, but you need to disclose these things with your doctor, and they need to assess your own individual situation. You know, these guys aren't gonna do a surgery that they don't think will be successful. You know, if they do a really risky surgery with a very low chance of success, it looks bad for everyone, right? So that's why I say, if you wanna know, just get a free consultation. Did it itch? So actually, where they did the hair transplants, for me it did not itch. Mine was more itchy in the middle of my head, kind of where they put the Novocaine in. But of course that slowly just kind of goes away. The back part where they take the hair follicles out does get a little bit itchy as those little tiny wounds heal. And now to a related question, does it leave scars on the back of your head? No. The needles are so small and they cut the hair follicle out so cleanly. You can check it out. I mean, I don't have any scars. Did a lot of hair fall out. Part of the process is, yes, those hairs will start growing, and they're not the strongest, so they fall out. But if you trust the doctor and you trust the process, everything's going to be fine. How long will the transplants last? Do you have to do it every few years? It should last forever, right? I mean, unless I start going bald, which no one in my family is really bald, so I don't foresee any issues for decades down the road. Some people do choose to go back and just add density. By and large, it's just a one-time thing. Can you use beard hair? No. Beard hair and your head hair are completely different. Would you do it again if you could go back in time? Knowing what I know now, yes, 100% I would go back and do it. I know that the result's going to be good, but again, if you asked me after the 3rd or 4th month, I was a little worried. Why did you choose Damai? Well, first thing, a friend recommended them. And the second thing is, you know, we worked out a great discount. And the third thing, this place only does hair transplants. That's all they do every day, all day. So I felt much better about that, knowing that they were specialists. Not just some general clinic where you can do this or do that. It's just hair transplants. They do have locations all over as well. 30 at least in China. So it's kind of nice to know that they're pretty well established. How often do you go back for treatments? You can go back very often. Just call and make an appointment. I would say probably at least once a month. It's actually a really big place, so it's very flexible on time. Alright, so there you have it. I hope that answers most, if not all, of your questions. Again, if you have any concerns, feel free to email me. I'll leave my email in a message below. Or better yet, contact Damai directly. Again, you can find my consultant's WeChat in the pinned comment below. And maybe I'll do another update when the doctor says it's 100%. But for right now, super happy with it. And it's just gotten more and more dense, which I'm super excited about. What do you guys think of the new hairline? Leave me a message below. That is all for now, ladies and gentlemen. As always, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. 我是麦克老师，下次再见。